بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على النبي الكريم وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to continue our lesson in Kitab AlAkhdari. This is going to be the 24th lesson and inshallah the final lesson under Zuhra Education Foundation. My name is Muhammad Sadis Yaqub Jalliso. ومن تنحد في الصلاة فلا شيء عليه إلا يضيق بحرفه. Whoever sighs in his prayer, there is nothing on him unless he pronounces a letter. So if you sense in a prayer, there is nothing on you unless if when that's doing that sign, you pronounces a letter other than the letter that is found in the Quran. وإذا سهى الإمام بنقص أو زيادة صبح به المأموم. If an imam makes a mistake by either reducing or adding something, the follower should say Subhanallah to him. وإذا قام إمامك بالركعتين فسبح به. If your imam stands after completing 2 rak'ats, instead of him to sit for the tahiyyah, he stands up. You should say Subhanallah to him. فإن فارق الأرض. But if, however, he has already separated from the ground, that is, he has already rise up, فاتبعه, then you have to follow him. وإن جلس في الأولى أو في الثالثة. Also, if your imam sits in the first or third rak'ah, which we know he does not supposed to sit in that place because he's supposed to stand and add another rak'ah. So فَقُمْ, you should stand up in that case. وَلَا تَجْلِسْ مَعَهُ, you should not sit with him. Because you have already know that what he is doing is wrong. So you should stand up and wait for him to understand what is right. وإن سجد واحدة وترك الثانية فسبح به ولا تقم معه. If your imam prostrate once and leave the other prostration, you should say Subhanallah to him and do not follow him. Do not follow him إلا أن تخاف عقد ركوعه, unless you fear that he will go into the following ruku. Since you know that that prayer, that rak'ah is not complete because it does not have 2 prostrations. He was only able to do 1 prostration. So in that case, you are not supposed to follow him because you know the prayer is not complete. So إلا أن تخاف عقد ركوعه, unless if you said Subhanallah to him and the imam is not willing to come back. In fact, he is approaching ruku. He is trying to do ruku. In such case, فَاتَّبِعُهُ, you have to follow him. وَلَا تَجْلِسْ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ مَعَهُ لَا فِي ثَانِيَةٍ وَلَا فِي رَابِعَةٍ. In which case, you will not sit with him afterwards, neither in the second nor the 4th rak'ah, because your prayers are not now is not the same, because you have already know that he has a rak'ah which is not complete, which makes the prayer not to be going on the best way, because his 3rd rak'ah at normal is the 2nd rak'ah, because he don't have one of the rak'ahs. His 4th rak'ah should be the 3rd one. That's why the author said that you should not follow him in terms of the 2nd and 4th rak'ah in terms of seating, because it's going to be your own 1st and 3rd rak'ah. فإذا سلم فزد ركعة أخرى بدلا من الركعة التي ألغيتها بانيا وتسجد بعد السلام. Once he sees the salam, that is the imam. Since he refused to understand what you are trying to tell him, you are trying to tell him that one of his rak'ats is not complete, but he insisted that he is going in the right way. So after he said the salam, then you stand up and make up another rak'ah in replace of the one you missed. building on what was done and then prostrate before the salam. What we mean by building upon what was done is that you are just doing recitation of Fatiha secretly without surah, because it is already after the first tahiyya. It's already known that after every two rakahs that there is tahiyya, and after that tahiyya, everything that you are going to do in terms of recitation is going to be secretly, and also going to be recitation of Fatiha alone. So since it may be, as we explained in the episode before this, that if it is in the first two rak'ats, you're supposed to recite Fatiha and Surah, and it is going to be loudly. And in such case, you have missed something there. So that's why you are going to observe Sujud al-Qabli, which is trying to show you that you have an omitted something, or you have added and reduces something. So that's why the author also here said that you should do Sujud al-Qabli. فإن كنتم جماعة فالأفضل لكم أن تقدموا واحدا يتم بكم. But if you are in a congregation, the best thing will be for you to choose one amongst you to complete the prayers for you. Now you have a new imam. وإذا زاد الإمام سجدة ثالثة فسبح به ولا تسجد معه. If your imam adds a third prostration, then say Subhanallah to him, do not follow him. وإذا قام الإمام إلى خامسة تبعه من تيقن موجبها أو شك فيه. If your imam stands up for the fifth rak'ah, you are observing Salat al-Isha and he stood for the fifth rak'ah, those who are sure of it, that they are sure that this fifth rak'ah is the fourth rak'ah to them, because their mind is somewhere else, or are in doubt whether this is the fourth or fifth, so they should follow the imam. Since they are in doubt, or they have certainty that this is the fourth rak'ah, not fifth, then they should follow him. But for the person who is sure that this is the fifth rak'ah, he is certain of that, then he should not follow the imam. If the first group sits, who are the first group? They are the ones who are doubting or have certainty that this is the fifth rak'ah. So they have certainty, or they are doubt that this is the fifth rak'ah. So their ruling is that they should follow the imam and go with him. So but they refuse is here. For they sit down even though they are asked to follow the imam. وقام الثاني, or the second stance. The second group, we told them that they should not follow the imam because they have certainty that this is the fifth rak'ah. So we asked them to sit and wait for the imam, but instead they went and stand up and follow the imam. So you can see in these two cases, each and every group has done something that is not supposed for him. So in such case, the prayer of the both two groups are now invalid. So you have to be certain on what you are doing, and you have to know the ruling of what you are doing. وإذا سلم الإمام قبل كمال صلاته سبح به من خلفه فإن صدقه كمل صلاته وسجد بعد سلامه. If your imam says the salam before completing the prayer, he says the salam. Those following him should show Subhanallah to him. If he believes them that what he has done was wrong, then he should return to complete his prayer and then prostrate after the salam. He should come back and do the missed acts of obligations and do the salam. وإن شك في خبره سأل عدلين وجاز لهم الكلام في ذلك. If however the imam doubts the story that the Subhanallah said to him, he doubts it, then the imam should ask two trustworthy followers, and it is permitted for them to talk in that situation. The imam can just say that, please, which rak'ah are we now? And someone could just say that we are in the third rak'ah, and that's all. It is accepted for them to speak in prayers because it is something that trying to make the prayers correct. وإن تيقن الكمال كوين كان الكمال أميل على يقينه وترك الأدلين لا يكثر الناس خلفه فيترك يقينه ويرجع إليهم. If however the Imam is sure of the prayer being complete, he should follow his certainty and leave the just to witness. Even after the Imam has asked the witness, they told him that we are now in the third rak'ah, ya Imam. But the Imam have certainty that we are in the fourth rak'ah. So in such case, the Imam is asked to follow his certainty, which is the fourth rak'ah, and leave the two just witness, unless there are many people behind him saying Subhanallah. The whole masjid is saying Subhanallah. So in such case, the Imam should leave his certainty and go with them, because the number of the followers saying Subhanallah will take over from his certainty. Alhamdulillah, this is going to be the end of this lesson. Kitab al-Akhdari. تمت بحمد الله وحسن عونه والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah. This is the end of the book.